We're gonna do the final call of the night.
Jake,
if you have a merch issue, email merch at Mega64.com.
Let's talk to Jake, but I don't want that to be the final call because he's not a good finale. No offense, Mr.
No offense.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Jake.
What's up, Jake?
What's good?
You wear a lot of
still hot there, huh?
A-frame T-shirts, huh?
This is a classic Australian look. The Australian wife beater.
Yeah, there's like a YouTube channel called like the Aussie Bastard, and he's always wearing a tank top.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he gives advice on how to like beat people up.
That's cool. The Aussie Bastard.
The Xbox YouTube.
His name, that YouTube guy, I think he went by the name Fat Aussie Bastard.
Yeah. Oh really?
And he's always
yeah. It gets all political and stuff.
Yeah, he's always drinking, and he's always. I just remember his video. He talks about how to knock somebody out, and he's like, basically, you take your hands and you just whack them on the ears.
I've seen that.
Whack them back and forth, and they'll fall to the ground.
I love the Australian accent.
That's my impression of him.
Yeah. Fucking oath. You guys were talking about collectibles earlier, and I thought I'd maybe chime in on that a little bit. When I was a kid, I was really into Spawn because that Spawn movie came out, and the soundtrack was really good because it had all those artists like teaming up. Like you had Slayer and the Atari Teenage Riot, and like I think it was fucking Ministry and someone else. And
oh wow.
Yeah, but a friend of mine gave me this when I was like 9, and it's the big original Punisher.
Whoa.
That's figurine.
Oh wow. I remember that. I remember that toy. Yeah.
That's what it's called, right? I can barely even remember.
Was it called the Punisher?
I thought Punisher was a guy.
Punisher was a skull.
Yeah, no, it was the clown guy, and then he sort of turned into this.
Oh, John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo's final form. Was that?
Yeah, exactly.
It was a demonic looking
My
thing.
band was called John Leguizamo's Final Form.
That's a good band name.
So that's a good one. But that's not what I called. Derek, you brought up sort of food and perishable collectibles, and it made me immediately think of something that was on my shelf. Possibly the biggest failure in Australian consumerism. A little bit of a backstory to this one. We have something in Australia called Vegemite.
Oh yeah,
I've heard of that.
And it's been, it's Australia's most well-known brand. It's very cherished and everything, and it's part of Australian culture and heritage, or whatever the fuck some more patriotic want to say. The people at Kraft who make Vegemite decided to have a bit of a powwow one day and have a meeting over possibly rebranding our beloved item to put on our toast and crumpets. And they decided to take public opinion for this, and obviously they got, obviously the public opinion was from the public. They were given one idea. They were given several ideas. They were given one idea. Somehow this made it past, a fucking board meeting. Then it made it past testing, whatever, and then it made it to shelves.
Right.
Gentlemen, I present to you iSnack 2.0.
iSnack.
Wow. Vegemite iSnack 2.0. It's even got the lowercase I and the uppercase.
Is that Vegemite? Oh yeah.
It's Vegemite with cream cheese.
Oh.
So they're taking it to the digital realm.
Exactly. It got there was such a public uproar. Like it was news. It was news for a whole week.
Why were people like pirating it and not?
Exactly. You're always telling people not to hack, but Australia didn't listen.
Dude, Vegemite got hacked.
They did 2.0.
Tastes like poo-poo.
They put it in their mouth now and they eat the poo-poo.
So is that a rare collector's item now?
It is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I picked that up. It was taken off shelves after about, I'd say, a month, and they renamed it to Cheesy Mite or something.
That's terrible. I wish that's not a bad collection to start. Like discontinued foods that you can't get anymore. Like
Surge.
Pepsi.
Josta.
Crystal Pepsi.
Yeah, Crystal Pepsi.
Or Pepsi Blue.
God,
or
I
Surge.
loved Josta. I loved Josta.
Or Twinkies. Now Twinkies are going off the market.
Doritos 3D.
Or that giant one Cheeto bag.
Does anyone else remember Josta?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
It had like a
Doritos 3D
panther on the cover.
Yeah. Or Sprite Remix.
Yeah, there was Doritos 3D. There were Puffs.
Oh,
You know what my favorite discontinued food is? And I fucking like they were like my dessert. Like every now and then it's like, hey, I got to get a bag of these. They were Planters Peanuts PB Crisps.
Oh yeah.
They were not peanut related. They were just these crispy things with like creamy peanut butter in the middle of them. They were almost like a brand of cookie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Those were the best things I had ever eaten, and I asked anybody about them. I don't know what the hell that is.
I've never heard of that.
PB Crisp sounds
PB Crisps. If anyone out there has heard of that.
I just saw an article. We probably told this story on our podcast years ago, but it's definitely been a while. But I used to work at Papa John's when we carried Sprite Remix, and Sprite Remix got discontinued, and we had about 32-liter bottles of it left in our store. So our manager said, we can't sell these legally, like, it's against corporate policy. We have to take this off our menu. We can't get a refund because the Sprite company no longer wants these. You can have them, Derek. You can have them. So I was like, hell yeah. And I loaded up 3 pallets
I drove out there and
of
met with you.
Sprite Remixes into the car. And I brought them to Rocco and Sean. I was like, how funny is this? What do we do with them? I don't know. Let's just hold on to them and wait till an opportunity presents itself. This was before Mega64 had been picked up by anybody. One of our first business meetings ever was with a prominent web figure. Should I give his name? It's okay.
Why not?
It's a guy named Fragmaster. You may have heard of him before. He was going to put us in contact.
Kevin Bowen.
Yes.
Exactly. He was going to put us in contact with Low Tax, and we were going to negotiate maybe releasing version 1. So this was our big break before anything had happened. We took a suitcase, a big suitcase, we filled it with 30 bottles of Sprite Remix. We go to this meeting with them, which is on the 3rd floor of this complex.
Oh my God.
We haul this thing up a flight of stairs, not realizing it weighs close to 200 pounds. It's so fucking heavy. 32-liter bottles in a suitcase. We knock on this guy's door. He opens it up. We have this thing. We're dragging it in here. He's like, what's this? Don't worry about it. We sit it down there. We have this whole meeting. And then, all right, so we're going to maybe do these DVDs. We'll talk about costs. If you do color, that's a little bit more expensive. We cut them off. Hey, here's the deal. We make these DVDs. You pay for it. We take 100% of the profits. What do you get? It's all yours. The guy just looked at a suitcase full of discontinued Sprite Remix. And then he started laughing.
He took pictures into
Yeah, he took pictures of it, sent one text. He's like, I think we're going to work well together.
I've just secured a deal.
Thus the legacy was born.
Yeah.
I've never heard that story.
So collect your discontinued foodstuff items.
What did
You
he
never
do
know
with them?
when you'll be able to negotiate with them.
Did he take him with him, or did you take him back?
No, actually, he's like, I don't want these. And we're like, cool. We have to carry these down 3 flights of stairs.
But then it led to one of the funnest days
Yeah.
ever at my dad's house of us launching them off our roof and
now,
exploding
if you
them
watch
there.
version 1, Cat P in the Internet, the documentary, there is a split second in the
true.
intro of Sean with a 2-liter bottle, and he throws it against the ground, and it explodes.
Oh wow.
That's what we did with those.
That's
what we did with
in
those
there a
Sprite
few
Remixes.
times.
We had, we probably had 70 bottles at the end of the day, and there was we exploded them. They all were destroyed in my dad's backyard.
Didn't he kill all the
All of a
All the
sudden, he's
grass
like,
died.
the grass all died in this one area. I don't know why. I didn't say a word. I told him like a month ago why the grass
Oh my
By the way,
God.
think about that next time you enjoy a Sprite. If you pour that on the lawn, the grass will die.
Yeah.
That's going in your gullet.
Enjoy
Yeah,
it. Colin.
put that in your body.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, a friend of mine actually used to work with Fragmaster years ago. A guy called Taco the Wonder Dog. Do you guys remember him?
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah. No, I've been friends with that guy for years and years, and he made that cartoon I Am a Chef with Fragmaster back on his Fireman Comics page,
wow.
years and years ago. But yeah, no, that guy sort of set the precedent for all kind of internet humor and internet absurdism and all that kind of thing. And met him in London. He's a cool guy. He's making amazing music now under a group called the Cave Bears.
Not
yeah.
Fragmaster.
What's
No,
Fragmaster up
You're
to?
talking about your friend.
No, Taco the Wonder Dog. He's not known as that anymore, but yeah, he used to do these flash animations back in the early 2000s, which were pretty wild. You can still find them archived on YouTube from fans, I guess.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for your call.
Yeah, guys, have a good one. It's fucking hot here, and it's
Yeah,
cold there.
it's very cold
Cold
here.
as hell here, so you're lucky.
Take it easy.
Later, Jay.